Hello everyone, and welcome to the Tuesday video. So Ryan and I are going to the bins today, but as per kind of usual, I guess this is like usually how it works. I'm at the gym first, so we are actually driving separately to the bins. My gym is about halfway to the bins, so I'm already pretty close to being there, but Ryan was just alerted by me that he should be leaving now. So Ryan will probably be there a little bit later than me, but I'm gonna head to the bins right now. Just got done at the gym, got my Barbie Core Kane shirt on, and I'm ready to go. Today, my goals, I think, we kind of talked about this one day, like before we were filming, we were just kind of like setting up the camera and the lights and stuff, and we're talking about, I think it was right before the haul, we were talking about how we probably are now entering the time to grab more fall-centric items. Most of the consignment stores around us are actually doing like summer clearance sales and getting rid of all of their summer stuff and starting to switch over to buying only fall. So that's probably a good sign that we should be doing the same thing. I've also been feeling like doing that lately anyways. Plus, I mean, if you can tell by watching our recent hauls, I feel like I kind of am already starting to pick up more fall stuff. So people, I think, are starting to think of fall more. For those that aren't watching the second channel, I am finding like Halloween decorations in basically like most of the stores, obviously not like the huge ones like Target and Walmart, but to me that signals that like stores and stuff are moving on to the next season, and we probably should as well. I'm gonna be looking for more fall stuff. I still would rather find things that can fit in inventory spots than stuff that needs to hang up. We have a lot of hanging stuff right now, like coats, jackets, and sweaters and whatever. Plus, I prefer to save that space for like really, really nice stuff anyways. So that's not really the goal. Though if I do find some vintage leather jackets or vintage blazers that are really cute, I'm not mad about grabbing those either. I also did just clear out a bunch of my blue jeans just because like there's some I've had for over a year, and I'm like, I find jeans every time I go anywhere. So if there's old ones, I might as well swap them out. So I am also open to finding like some jeans and pants. I also got rid of some leggings, so I'm pretty open to that too. So those are my goals. I'm gonna pass it over to Ryan to do his little intro for you guys now, and I'm gonna drive to the bins now. So I will see you guys in a sec at the bins for a good old bins Thrift with us. I'm pretty excited. Into Goodwill with me, and I have my IKEA bags, my new favorite ones, the black and white ones, and I'm ready to go.
Hello everybody, coming to you live from the seat of my, what I am now realizing, very dirty, lovely little car. I am at the bins. I just snagged the best parking spot. The front door is right behind my lovely little college sticker. It's right over here, and I love a front parking spot because sometimes I don't like walking after being on my feet for 4.5 hours. So today, what's the goal? I'm kind of open to just anything the universe wants to throw at me that I can make a little shmoney off of. I definitely will be picking up. I think I am gonna try and do a little bit more of a mixture between like stuff specifically to put on Depop, stuff that's gonna do good on Poshmark, stuff I can take to the consignment stores, and then like the general just kind of like whatever else I can find. I think a nice little smattering would be wonderful, but you know what? If I only find Birkins today, like, I'm not gonna say anything. I will take the Birkins, 100%. What else would I really love to find? I would love some good denim. I would love to find some good sweaters, a little bit more into that like transitional season. Not necessarily like, I don't know if I'm necessarily trying to find a whole cart full of coats. If I found a whole cart full of Arc'teryx coats, I'm not gonna say anything again. Without further ado, I have my TJ Maxx stack next to me, and let's get in. And starting off this wonderful bin shrimp was this really adorable new tag Target dress that I got to take to the Plato's Closet. This pair of Athleta leggings that I was going to get to Jack. I did not realize that they are a petite extra small. I couldn't read that in the 2 seconds that I filmed it, so those unfortunately went back because they are so tiny. And this Everlane bag, I was absolutely devastated. I thought it just needed a little bit of a re-dye, a little bit of a touch-up. You can see it right there on the side. The leather is peeling away. This Patagonia hat also, unfortunately, was a throwback just due to the bleach stains. This was one rag and bone booty, and I never ended up finding the other one, which is kind of sad. But I looked up comps, and they were only like $35, $40, so I don't feel that heartbroken. This was just a fun little shoe I was going to get to put on Depop. Nothing crazy. You know, didn't find the other one, not that big of a deal, not that heartbroken about it. And this wonderful little experience is from Jack. This just needed one quick little trip to the washing machine. It is this vintage Victoria's Secret little, like, ribbed tank top, and it says "Sweet Cheeks" on the front. I think that's gonna do perfect on Depop. This pair of leggings, I was honestly really pleasantly surprised to figure out that they were a pair of Aloe leggings. I thought it was going to be like a Joy Lab and I was going to get thrown under the bus by the nice Target stuff. They are a size small. They have a little bit of pilling in the crotch, but really nothing major, nothing I can't handle. And this red coat is actually a Patagonia coat. I had really, really good luck with the Patagonia stuff this day. This is a children's size. I don't know what size entirely this is, but I actually have to send this in to get fixed. There's a teeny little hole in the sleeve. Patagonia, if you don't know, they charge you $5 to send their items in, as long as it's authentic, and they will fix it for you and send it back for free. Takes a little bit, but I mean, it's $5 and it just makes it so much better once you get it back. This has already actually sold, funny enough. Abercrombie & Fitch, really adorable little cheetah print cardigan, size extra large. And one thing I did notice about those Aloe leggings is those stripes down the side are actually this really cool, like, cutout panel. I know the viewing audience at home is going to be like, Ryan, you have literally lost every single marble that you never had. I rebuttal that with, I love these jeans. They're so Y2K. They check every single one of those boxes. Low rise flare, weird pockets, weird distressing. They are perfect. They have no branding on them and they feel kind of cheap, but they are perfect for Depop. Like I said in the car, I was kind of looking for a good diversity in items in terms of like what platform I was sourcing things for, and this was a perfect little Depop item. It's a vintage Wet Seal. I remember Wet Seal store at the mall when I was a kid and how expensive it was. Just a really nice little midi skirt, those always do good. This I picked up for my lovely father. He is a Tommy Bahama stan. He loves it so much, but it's ungodly expensive. So anytime I find it, I pick it up for him.
Normally, I've actually been starting in the things or the shoes, but today I did decide to start in the clothing. Right when I was filming, I noticed this skull on a t-shirt, and of course, you know me, I had to check it right away. I think it was just some like kids Shein shirt, so I did have to pass on it. In that first bin though, I did have two finds, this Madewell hoodie and something with a skull on it, but this is actually an Express t-shirt. I just think with the spooky season coming up in the fall, I'm gonna give it a shot. I had to skip on this Torrid. It was actually pretty heavyweight and it's a size 0, so I just thought it wouldn't be worth it. I think that I found an Athleta that is actually too pilly for even me to pick up. This one is super washed, even though Athleta is quite frequently, but it also just feels odd, so I had to skip on it. This must be a new label to Hot Topic jeans, HT denim. Never seen this before, but I can tell this is Hot Topic. Ryan found me these I literally almost said Aretha Athleta. Athleta leggings. I like the color, but the size will not sell. Extra small petite, so I had to pass on them. There was just a shoe rotation, and I did find a couple things, but not many pairs. So I found this single iridescent Dansko. I noticed while looking that the toes were in bad shape, so I had to pass on them. I found these Cape Robin interesting heels. They had quite a few marks, and Cape Robin's not that expensive anyway, so I passed on those too. And then I found this single Timberland. Brand new condition, so I did want to find the other one. This Lord & Taylor boot was also almost new, but I never found the other one. There was also this brand I had never heard of, but I only found one, so I didn't even look it up. Moving back to the clothing, I did find this interesting new label Zara piece. I believe it's a tunic sweater, and it actually splits down the front. It may even be a turtleneck dress. I'll have to look this one up. A new rotation happened, so I had a huge Google pile to go through, but actually most of it ended up being nothing, so a lot of it went back. Every morning I break my arms, and every night I break my legs. What happened to SpongeBob? After the hard goods rotation, we got some new buddies in the cart. I got some new pals, Polo Bear, Jack Skellington Build-A-Bear, and Piplup.
These I grabbed from my classroom. If you don't know, I am an elementary art teacher, and the kids love these when they just like need a little minute to get their energy out. I do have a question for the audience. What is this? I can't figure out, and I asked some people at the bins what it was supposed to be, and nobody can figure out if it's like a character or if it's like a dragon or something. One of my favorite categories to sell is lingerie. It weighs nothing, especially when you get it in the bins, and you can get some pretty good returns. This is Betty Page by Playful Promises. I've never heard of this brand. I know who Betty Page is, and it's a size 14, which is a great size. It's this beautiful rhinestone garter belt. I am very excited to do some research on this. This is a really cute cabbie sweater. I did actually end up taking this to the consignment store because the comps on cabbie pieces are always so crazy to me, and I just don't want to have anything sit if I price it too high. So I just took it there. I'll make my easy money, and I was terrified that that was a snag on the back. I recognize what this piece is from the size band. It's an Urban Outfitters top, but she has one too many problems. And after a quick stroll through the shoes, I ended up finding only one of these Anutika Tigers. If I would have found the other one, these would have been kind of a good sale. They don't make these anymore, so people kind of look for them. So this is Ryan stepping out of his comfort zone and trying something new. I heard from some reseller on the internet, don't remember who, that bigger sized shoes do good on eBay. So these just need a little bit of a cleanup. It's a nice pair of Nikes, but they are a size 15. So we will put that theory to the test. This is when my luck started to change for the day. This is a Big Bud Press shirt. This is one of my favorite brands of all time. They make this really fun, amazing, like whimsical stuff, and it's really high quality. Their stuff is kind of expensive, so I was very excited to find this. Jack gave me this. It's a vintage Talbot sweater. Brand doesn't really matter for this one. I sourced this for Depop predominantly. I love this really delicate little lace kind of like trim detail and these really beautifully embroidered flowers. We have officially begun the upswing to this bins trip. This is a really cute Sabo skirt, which if you don't know is like not the most expensive brand, but it's really popular with bloggers, and I've had really good experience with it in the past. This adorable, like beachy, kind of like romper, two-piece, one-piece set. This was one of the pairs of shoes that I ended up finding both of them. Perfect for the current season with the Barbie movie just coming out a couple of days ago. Beautiful pink hunter boots. One of them is missing the little tab on the top, but I'm really not that worried about it. I know that this like platform style is a newer one, and I know they have been sold at Free People, so I will definitely have to do my research. If you know me, you know that I love a good pair of clogs. These did not have a brand in them. They are just vintage, and they need a little bit of spit shine in. The leather just looks a little dingy. I have no problem giving them a nice leather condition. This next pair of sneakers, I looked them up, and they're $300 new. Kodalak, never heard of them, but I think they're kind of cute, and I think once I give them a little cleanup, they'll be good as new. This macrame bag is going to be perfect on Depop. It was given to me by my lovely dear friend, Miss Sue. So thank you, Sue, for this. I love the vintage 70s fabric, and this does actually have a lot of heft to it. It's a really well-made bag. One of the best finds from today is this absolutely adorable little sweater. It is missing one little button. It is a Hill House piece. I have never found this brand before anywhere, but I know that it does really good, and it has a really good cult following to it. I am so excited to find this sweater. I think I'm going to take the first button and put it down in the middle because you can still tie this sweater. It's beautiful. Just needs a little detailing and we're good to go. This top, I think, is the creme de la creme of things that I have found at the bins. Jack was trying to show me this really adorable little needlepoint, but I'm too focused on this top. They also wanted $100 for this, which is ridiculous. Okay, back to this top. This is a beautiful Doan piece. This brand is so expensive, and I've only ever found it once at a thrift store. I was so excited to find it again in the bins. Beautiful piece. Okay, so if you're an OG Jack Valentine and Ryan Valentine YouTube subscriber, you would know that I'm having full-fledged flashbacks to the other vintage Tommy Hilfiger sweater that I found, that I ranted and raved that it was beautiful, and we got it home, and there was a massive stain on it. So fingers crossed, no stains this time. A really adorable Shein sweater to take to the consignment store. This is a really beautiful Sundance 100% silk red floral midi dress, and I was able to find the belt as well. That's always the most tragic thing ever, when you find a beautiful dress and can't find the matching belt. Very happy about that. The Depop gods were smiling down upon me today. I found not one, but two Rising International pieces. If you don't know this brand, if you see them, throw them on Depop. They are so expensive. I found the tank top and the matching jacket. Very, very, very excited.
New rotation underway, and it was pretty packed today, so once you kind of pick your place to stand, you're kind of stuck there, so you just hope you get the good spot. I did grab this English factory dress. This is not a brand that I normally get, but it's pretty cute, it's good for multiple seasons, and it's new with tags, so I'll give it a shot. This bin was super full of all different kinds of looking clothing, so I thought I would take you guys along as I dig through what is in this bin. It did end up being kind of a lot of older pieces, but not in a good way, and a lot of Target brands. That was the theme a lot today, was lots of decently cute Target pieces, which is always so frustrating because sometimes they even use like linen or stuff like that, but no, just Target. In a bin that had been totally gone through and ignored, I did find a Christian Dior piece, so always look in the ones people have went through and look to the bottom. It's just Monsieur, but I will still take it from the freaking bins. Are you kidding me? The hard goods were then being rotated, so of course I had to stand and see what I could find. Alright, forget the hard goods, they didn't deliver anything. But there was then a clothing rotation that I did find quite a few things in. So I found a vintage leather jacket, which is great. As you guys know, in the intro, I said one of my goals was to find a vintage leather jacket. But the fact that I did is fantastic. I don't care about marks or anything on it. I also found this Anthropologie cardigan, so perfect for fall. Once again, exactly what I talked about wanting to find this time. I found a Vineyard Vines dress that's actually a Target collab, but it's really cute. So I'm probably going to hold on to it until the consignment stores start to take summer again, which is probably going to be a couple months away, but that's fine, I can hold on to it. I did find this piece as well. This was actually a Victoria's Secret bra tangled in a joie top. The bra had a tag on it, so it was never used, so I thought I'd give it a shot. I found this vintage plaid wool vest. Really adorable. Again, vintage academia and vintage fall is what I'm looking for right now. That's what I like to put on my Depop, is academia and cottagecore, so I was happy to find that. This is probably one of the cutest Free People Movement pieces I've ever found. This is a brand that Ryan taught me called Big Bud Press. It does really good according to him, so I'm really excited to give my first piece a try. These were Evident jeans. I thought these were worth more money than they are, but they're not. And last, this was a really weird denim jacket by Gap. It was all chopped up and cut up, and at first I thought there was a tiny chance it could be factory done, but no. Someone definitely just chopped this up. Another pretty cute Zara piece. This is actually a romper, and it is a white color, though it still kind of gives me like Crocodile Hunter Safari vibes with the sleeveless sleeves and the wider legs. This is an Urban Outfitters home piece. I really wanted to get it, but these things are such a pain to take a picture of, and they're so hard to research and find info on, so I actually skipped it. Alright, we have another rotation underway, but this time it is a shoe rotation, so hold on to your kids, your pets, and your butts because this gets dangerous. Okay guys, so this shoe rotation was much better than the other one. First off, I found another pair of these hidden heel Sorel wedges. I feel like we find these every time suddenly, and I'm not mad about it. I found a Vera Bradley for Debbie to sell. It's one of the more like expensive ones, I think. I found a pair of Nicholas Kirkwood heels, which is a total Bolo brand, so write it down if you don't know it. I also found these Robert Clergy silver loafers. How cute are these? Loafers for fall, and also silver and gold metallic shoes have been so in. And best of all, we have some red patent Manolos, and red is supposed to also be in this fall. After another clothing rotation, there was a bin full of only pants that were all store pulls with tags, which is actually great for me, because since I do consignment from the bins, the stuff from the store is usually pretty good for that. So I grabbed a lot of pants from a lot of different mall brands, and I'm pretty pumped about it. Found this brand called Day and Night. I looked it up and I couldn't find anything except it did remind me of the song Day and Night. Ryan was very excited to show you guys these two dresses that he found. They are very Y2K prom dresses. I do think that they're really cute, and I think these will do very, very good on Depop. He was pumped. Alright guys, you might not know this, but this is a huge bolo. Goat heads are so in. Okay, we are getting a little worn out, and we both do have a cart full, so I think it's looking like time for us to start sorting and getting ready to check out. Hi.
Hey everybody. Hi Mike.
Hi Mike.
How are you?
So as per usual, we did not film an outro for a Thrift with us. It's kind of hard to do there. Like, we're not just going to sit down in the furniture in the front and be like, well, hello everyone, what's up? It's us.
Also just tired at the end of these videos. So this is the next day when I'm not as tired.
You do get so mentally drained that we kind of just forget what we're doing. That's why, like, sometimes they end up being, like, a little short or something because, like, we literally just lose track of what we're doing because we're focused on so many different tags, what's switching out, who's here that we know, it's busy today. Like,
I know.
It's very distracting.
There's a lot of moving pieces literally every single time you go to the bins.
Yes. So I hope you guys enjoyed another Thrift with us. Yes. Of course, next week we're going to try to do the Debbie, like, transformation outfit shopping, but I don't know still whose schedules will align with what.
I don't have high hopes for that getting done next week, but actually, we can hope.
Ryan actually has a friend visiting and staying over with us all weekend long, so the odds of that happening are still slightly slim, but just know we haven't forgotten. It's not going away. No. It will happen sometime.
Yes.
Definitely before the fall. So it's coming, but we will have something fun. Thursday, though, we will have a haul from this bin strip you just watched. I feel like I have a lot of stuff that I didn't show. I kind of feel like. Or like at least 50-50. You maybe saw like half of it. So it's worth
I think mine's about 50-50.
Yeah. Maybe. So you'll definitely want to see that.
Yeah.
And then the huge for the rest. But Valentine's, tomorrow you get a video. And next Monday you get a video.
Ow. Mike just got his nails trimmed and they have not been filed down yet.
And Will is just relaxing like an old man.
Will crawled under the comforter and just...
Yeah.
He's taking a nap, man.
So we will see you guys Valentine's tomorrow. Yes. And everybody else, plus the Valentines. We will see you guys on Thursday.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.